It's a bad team, and we're going to have another bad season. The season is so far. You look. I actually like what the offseason they had last year. I a lot of the players that they've picked make a lot of sense right now. You know, really the key is Daniels if he can stay. If that injury isn't serious and he's back and he's going to be fine, if you get yourself a starting guard, that would be good. Okay, but you still got to solve the other one, and we'll see. In the end, the roster that you can put together this year is not going to be better than the roster you had last year. And what you're going to need this year is a coach that's better than the one you saw the last 2 years, because he's going to have lesser talent probably. Do you have that guy? So the most important thing to fix this offseason, they can't fix. Chris Grier can't fix it because he hired it. And as I've told you many times, no matter how much I like the front office of Grier, McKenzie, and Allen, and now McKenzie's gone, okay? And McKenzie, why do you think McKenzie left for a less than lateral job in his hometown? The guy now got to the point where he went Little River Band on my ass, and he went to reminisce now. Let me go back home. Let me go back to my roots, because it's not about winning. So McKenzie leaves you on a lurch there because he's going back to his hometown. That's not a good look. It's not a good look. You need a coach that is so special this year. Oh, let me give you an example of a guy that, at times I thought underachieved in New Orleans, and that's Sean Payton. He had like 7 losing seasons with Drew Brees. Okay. And last year, they had like $40 million of dead space money. $40 million that they could not use for players. And yet the front office had a pretty good, off season. And the coach with a rookie quarterback was able to massage his way to the playoffs. That's some coaching. I got to give Sean Payton a lot of credit there. Okay. Don't think I expected, didn't even expect it from that quarterback, first of all. So he picked a guy that I was, Bo Nix, whatever. Not that impressed. And maybe he goes to shit in year 2 and 3 here and he gets exposed and it's a Mac Jones thing where he just started off well and then they figured it out and it's over. Who knows? But for now, Bo Nix looked great. For a rookie, he did terrific. And Sean Payton, for his first year with all that dead space, it's pretty amazing. Can Mike McDaniel do that? No. And so you're Chris Grier, if you hired him, you probably don't get to fire him and hire your third coach. So the thing you have to fix, you couldn't address this offseason. It's Mike McDaniel. So what makes you think that all of a sudden that Mike McDaniel is going to become a really good coach now? And he's going to get plays in on time. And he's going to win challenges and all that kind of silly shit. And his team's not going to have a lot of pre-snap penalties. They're always going to be prepared. He's going to make quick adjustments. Like the talk of him now adjusting to why Tyreek and all this. Well, dude, that should have happened during the season last year. You need like year, like the whole San Diego thing. Like Staley gets the best of you 1 year, and we have to wait an entire offseason for you to game plan and get ready to answer? Like, really? Coaches need to answer within a series, a quarter, a half. not a year later, an off season later. So to me, that's the problem. The main problem you needed to fix, you really can't fix. So even if you have another terrific offseason, he will not. That team last year should have won 3 to 5 more games. So the 8 should have been either 11, 12, or 13 with a real coach. Say what you want about personnel. You don't have to like Grier. I don't give a shit. You don't have to like McKenzie. You don't have to like Allen. I don't care. Last year's team should have won a lot more games. I can't blame the front office for that. I have to blame the coaching staff for that. The year before, should have won a couple more games. Year before that, probably, I think at least one. And in the playoff game, you had no idea what down it was. You might have been able to advance that one if you actually knew what down it was. So, I mean, that was the sign right there that you had the wrong guy. We just said, well, you're human and, mistakes happen. Little did we know that guy's just full of mistakes. So the thing that you had to fix, you could not fix for whatever reason. And McKenzie said, I'm getting off of this. I'm out of here. So sucks, dude. Sucks. I hope I'm wrong. I hope the guy proves me so wrong. And, some of you fans out there get to call me out and they'll pull out the videos, even though a lot of people feel like I do and they won't admit it. There's a lot of you fans out there that will lie to yourselves about the upcoming season or the coach or whatever because you refuse to look at the season for what it is. I'm going to watch every game. I'm going to root for the Dolphins. I love them. I'm going to hope for the best. But I'm not going to sit here and tell you that Pat Riley's doing well in the front office. No, I'm not going to tell you that. No. And I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, yeah, no, the Dolphins are going to overcome. And, yeah, they've got the right coach. No, not doing that. Yeah. Yeah, no, and spring brings hope. Yes, the Marlins are starting the season. Yeah, hope. Get the fuck out of here with that. Come on, man. I mean, these are things that just become absolutely ridiculous.